Hello everyone, Meadow here. Welcome and welcome back. Today I'm joined by the wonderful Leena. Now, when I first was in contact with Leena, my plan was to discuss past lives, her experiences with past lives, and also her clients' experiences with past lives. And we will get to that. But after talking further with Leena, I actually began to feel honoured that she agreed to come on my channel and talk so openly about her journey because some months ago, Leena wouldn't even talk to her mentor on the phone. So Leena's story became not only interesting but inspiring to me in how much growth she has done in this past year on her journey. Thank you for joining me, Leena. Tell us
Thanks. Namaste.
tell tell us a bit about you and that person you were when this journey first began.
Okay. I was just a homemaker and a very introverted person and a very shy person. But I was always into meditations and always interested in knowing my past lives.
Mhm.
And then somehow last year in October, I came across this ad about a workshop in which we can learn about our Akashic records, reading our Akashic records. So just I signed in and I joined the workshop. And there I came to know that not only I will know about my own Akashic records, but I can read Akashic records of other people. And
Mhm.
so it was a very fascinating journey, and this is how it started.
Mhm. So when this first began, you were very, you told me that you wouldn't even talk to your mentor on the phone. So at what point did the journey kind of change for you? What did you learn? How did you come to have this like really great change to where you're now working with tons of clients around the world and, you know, doing this now?
Yeah, of course. I was so shy that I was not able to connect to my teacher before the workshop on a phone, and I just joined it. And after my workshop, when I came to know that I can have Akashic readings of other people on phone, as it was the lockdown time, COVID time, we could not have interaction one on one. We have to do all the readings on a phone only. So that was I was very scared. I know I can do the readings, but on phone talking to strangers. So I was very scared, but my teacher was very confident and she told me you can do it. And then first I started among my loved ones only. I gave my gift readings among my to my loved ones, and then I don't know, with the divine blessing, with the blessing of angels, whom I totally believe in, I just posted one my post in a group. It is past life parallel life group, and from there I got immense response. About 300 people around the world, they just messaged me and requested me to give them the gift readings, and that is how my journey started.
Mhm.
And it is amazing, amazing.
Yeah. So what is it called that you do and how does that vary from a past life regression?
Past life regression, a therapist put you in a trance,
Hmm.
and it is not necessary that everybody can just go into trance and can see their past lives. And in case they even go in the trance, they can see maximum 3 or 4 past lives, max to max. And that also what the therapist will take them to. But in Akashic records, we can access numerous of our past lives, especially those lives which are affecting our present life. We, through various precise questions, we can access our past lives. And there is no chance of failure. Always the divine gives the answer about the past lives, about the uh, present life problems, and
Hmm.
also they give the divine guidance, which is not possible in, I think, in PLR.
So when you were talking to me about it on the phone, we were talking about certain questions that people ask. So would you like to talk about the questions and how the questions help with, like you said, with this life and healing past life things in this life?
Hmm. See, it depends upon the question of every soul, what they want to ask, whatever the problems they are facing. Generally, they ask about relationship problems.
Hmm.
That is, the current loved ones, whether they have any past life relations with them or no. But generally, they have. In 99.9% cases, we have our past life relations with our current loved ones. And if there is some problem in this present life, they just want to know the reason. And the reason is shown to us. And then also the divine gives us the guidance to rectify that problem. And I am getting a very positive feedback from many of my clients that how their lives have changed. Their relationships have improved when if they have followed the guidance properly. It
Hmm.
depends. That is very important to follow the guidance. And those who have followed it wholeheartedly, they are giving me so positive response. And I'm so happy and even amazed.
Yeah, well, it is amazing. Can you give an example of this, of how, a lesson from the past life has helped the client?
Yeah. One example which is very amazing is that a female from America, obviously I cannot name her, she was a victim of violence during Second World War. She was
Mm,
badly injured, she was badly hurt, and she had so much of pain in her body that she could not even take the session for more than 20 to 25 minutes. Generally, my session and lasts for about more than an hour, but she told me that I could not sit for that long because there is so much pain in my body. And I completed her session in about two sittings of nearly 20 to 25 minutes each. And
mhm,
according to her problem, because she was in a lot of pain, so the whatever guidance was given from her Akashic records by the divine, I gave her, and she followed it. And after 15 days, she messaged me that, Leena, my doses of medicines, they have been reduced to half. I'm so much relieved. I cannot believe how this miracle has happened. Since last 8 years, I was suffering so much, but now I am feeling so much of relief. So I was also amazed. And I truly believe that she might have followed that guidance so wholeheartedly with so much of faith towards the divine.
mhm. Do you think that connecting to your past lives helped with your kind of anxiety and shyness?
Yes, very much. I have seen many of my past lives, and
Hmm.
the first I used to think that how a simple homemaker would become a healer. And when I saw my past lives, I was healer in my past lives too.
Hmm.
So that gave me one very important answer that is why I could do this work so fast. That within 6 months, I don't know where I've reached. I was just a simple homemaker sitting at home, only into meditations. And I have seen my relationship with my current loved ones, and I got many answers that if there is a problem, why that problem is persisting, and I'm working towards it. I don't
Hmm.
want to repeat that pattern in my future life because we can just remove these patterns in the present life so they may not come in our future life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about that past life where you were a healer? Where was that? What year was that?
Yeah. I was one high priestess in ancient Egypt,
Hmm.
and I saw my life there, and the way I had to die because there was some wrong calculation, and it was that prediction towards the king, so it was did not come true, and I have to jump from a high rise that I saw. And then I saw my life as a healer in Middle East, and I was also a white witch in some ancient time. So I saw that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever um, kind of gone into like a past life that has been maybe on another planet or in another kind of realm?
Yes. True. I
Yeah.
am a star seed also. Yes, I am a star seed. I have come from a planet which I cannot name, but I saw that it was pink in color,
Mhm.
and I have come on Earth to explore. And definitely, and I have met many star seeds in this journey who are still in touch with me. I'm not the only one, and
Yeah.
I'll still meet in my future readings. Many people I have.
Yeah.
Even my teacher is a star seed. Yeah, even my
Oh,
teacher who taught me this, she's also a star seed.
yeah, that's really interesting. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that? Do you know how those beings look on that planet, or do you know anything else about them?
See, there I have seen in the journey of other souls that everybody has their own reason to come to Earth. Some have come to explore. Some souls were punished because something they did in their planet, and they were punished to take birth on Earth because it is said that the birth on Earth is the most difficult one. The
Hmm.
life on other planets is very advanced, and they don't have to face those problems which human beings on Earth they have to face. So I have seen that many souls, when they were given punishment on their respective planets, they were just ordered to take birth on Earth. And some souls, they have just came here to explore because from their planets they could see that it is a very fascinating planet. Lots of light is emitting from different colors of light is emitting from this planet. They got curious and they just came here, and then they just settled. So everybody has their own reasons.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So when you access the Akashic Records, how is that for you? Because I do believe that it's kind of different for everyone, and some of us are very like visual, some people are very like auditory. So how is that for you?
It is very easy, it is very fascinating and very safe. We don't have to do different things to protect ourselves. The prayer in itself is very safe. Though from my side, I do meditation to, I just call Archangel Michael because I believe in him so much to just protect the space, though it is not necessary, but I just do it from my side. And then after that, I just read that prayer. I just pray to the divine beings, and I have been given the access. So it is very simple, it is very easy, and very safe. I don't feel any negative energy on my side towards me from the readings.
Hmm.
I, on the contrary, I always feel so much of healing, and I feel so light, and I feel so happy after each session. It is so healing. Yes. Even the clients, they feel so much of healing even during the session. Those who starts with a long face, at the end they are smiling. That is a fact.
That's lovely. Do you believe that everyone can access their past lives, or may there be reasons why certain people don't have access to that?
Everybody can at least try,
Hmm.
and but still the divine blessings are necessary.
Hmm.
Anybody can do this workshop and can at least they can access their own past lives, but to access others and to answer them, I believe that some divine hand is behind it, if you can do it so well. And during my workshop, I was the person who was sitting on the last bench just hiding from others. But during that workshop, my teacher just told me that I have so much of faith in you and you will just do wonder.
Hmm.
You will be very wonderful in your future life. And I was my God, how can I? But she had so much of faith in me, and she is with me during this journey. I am just telling her everything, whatever is going in my life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And with the experiences that you've had, do you feel do you feel more understanding on this life and why we are here? I know a lot of people who I talk to about past lives are very, they really believe that we have these lives um, to learn, and they tend to believe it's because of karma, something you've done in the past life. So, are we like balancing out our karma by living multiple lives? Is there a goal of like the soul to like ascend somewhere?
See, everybody has their own agenda. Every soul has come to have different experience.
Hmm.
Some souls, they have come to heal their traumas. Some have come to learn something. Some have come to do the healing. And even some souls, they have come here to learn how to live, which is very amazing. They just don't know how to live. It is not just 9 to 5 job you have to do and just get up, do your work, and then entertain yourself and sleep. There are many things we have to learn to do. So every soul has its own different purpose.
Hmm.
So it depends upon the question of that soul.
Hmm.
So we cannot just see that everybody has only one purpose. Different souls, they have different purpose. Some,
Hmm.
they have just come to enjoy also, that way.
Hmm.
Every soul has its own unique purpose.
And do you believe in like when you talk about like the divine and this energy, would that be kind of like God or oneness, where souls come from?
Yes, I can feel the energy. I can feel. Sometimes when a person is asking the question and they are sad, suddenly tears starts coming from my eyes.
Hmm.
And sometimes sessions are so beautiful. I have a very happy soul in front of me and I feel so joyful. So I feel their energy. I definitely feel.
Hmm.
Yes. And what did you ask?
um, like the divine that you talk of, like the divine and divine energy. Do souls come from the divine source energy? Do you believe?
Yes, I do. I do. See that how this journey is started, that every soul has separated from its source
Hmm.
and they have started this journey. And the uh, goal of every soul is, after having numerous experience, to complete this journey and then again just go into that source. That is the purpose of our life, of every soul, whether they are on this planet or any other. They
Hmm.
have originated from one source only. That is true.
Yeah.
That is life. Yeah.
Yeah, so we will come from source, have our various experiences, and then come back to this like oneness. Yeah,
Yes.
that's really beautiful. I agree with that.
Yes.
Um,
It is the fact. It is the fact.
do you think that this is beneficial to everyone? Do you think that there's certain types of people or issues that, could really benefit from this?
Hmm. The first and the most important thing is you have to have the faith in divine.
Hmm.
You should be ready to receive whatever is given to them. When I was giving my gift readings and I used to just fix appointment with the people, at last moment they used to cancel that appointment because they messaged me that we are so scared to just go in our past.
Hmm.
So that is, I think it is not done. What we have done in our past life, we should face them, because at the end of the day, if we'll face them and we'll resolve those problems, it will help us in our present life and in the future. So
Hmm.
first thing, what when I have a chat with the people who are going to have a session with me, first thing I tell them, you have to have faith. Otherwise, there is no point of going for the session. And those people who are dealing with some trauma, they should definitely, at least once they should try accessing their records. And
Mm-hmm.
obviously, those who are curious about their past lives, for them it is an open door. Because many people, they are scared of going for PLR because they think that they will not go into trance or something. And many times it happens. Many times it happens. Most of the clients which are coming to me, they told me that they have tried various therapists, not one, various therapists, but they could not see a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in this session, they get the answers. And the beautiful thing is when the answers are given to them, it just resonates with their soul.
Mm-hmm.
They feel, yeah, this we knew, but now it is validated. These were the answers we were looking for. Somehow just as it is fitting in a puzzle, it happens that.
Mm-hmm. Have
Can
you
you see?
ever had a past life experience with someone where they were like a dark character in a past life, and maybe that's the reason for their, issues in this life?
Yeah, like most of the time the patterns are repeated.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there is a soul who has faced violence in the past lives, they are still facing, and from the same soul, but in a different relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So these patterns, they have to be removed. And that is done with the particular guidance for the divine gifts, what their books give. So patterns are definitely repeated. And all the souls, see what, when we started the workshop, the first thing which our teacher told us was that we cannot judge a soul during the session because every soul has been a sinner as well as a saint in their past lives. We were
Mm-hmm.
never the same person. And in the spiritual level, we never have any gender or time concept, anything.
Mm-hmm.
So we could have been brother, sister, husband, wife, two souls. They can be brother, sister, husband, wife, mother, child, anything. Relationship can be anything. So it is never the same like that.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, do
Yeah,
you do you find then that mostly people will keep coming back with the same souls then? So
most of
most,
the time.
yeah, so you'll
Most
have
of the time.
your husband might be your mom in the next life or something like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, definitely, definitely it happens. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes there are new soul contracts, even very close relationships. Maybe we can say husband and wife. They have that new contract, and maybe in future lives it will go. But now they have this new contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What would you say is maybe the most interesting experience that you've had so far with this? What was the most interesting experience that you had with maybe your own or someone else's past life?
Yes. I had one session with a lady from Canada.
Hmm.
She's an Indian living in the Canada, and she's a star seed. And the journey which I saw of her coming from her planet to this planet was so vivid that both of us were vibrating on our side. It was so vivid and so beautiful. I can never forget
Hmm.
how she came from the another planet to Earth, and then how her life started. I can never forget that experience. And she is my good friend now. I met her during my session only, and she's a very elevated soul, and she's a very good friend of mine. But the journey which I saw of her coming from that planet to this planet, amazing, fascinating. I can never forget it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So,
Yeah.
talk us through how a session would work. So, someone would get in touch with you, say they want to access past life, and you would ask them to think of questions. Is that right?
Yes, yes, of course, of course. They have to be in the space because I never ask them to record the session. I always want them to be present in that moment 100%. It
Mm-hmm.
is very important for them. So I always recommend them not to record the session, just to write the answers. Because when I go into that space, part of their soul also goes into that space. It is
Mhm.
a very sacred part of everybody's soul which goes to that space to access the records.
Mhm.
And when they are in the session, they could feel that peace. They could feel that, yeah, there is something that they are feeling. They cannot explain in words, but they could feel it. So they have to prepare the questions. They have to be in that zone. So I never give immediate appointment. At least I give them at least 24 to 48 hours to prepare themselves.
Mhm.
So I never give immediate appointments. They have to prepare their questions. Even if they cannot, they have to just write down their thoughts. And then I guide them to form the precise questions that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what kind of guidance would come from a session?
It is whatever whatever they wish for,
Mhm.
whatever guidance they need. Some people, they just want to access their past lives and they don't need any future guidance, but there are others who just need future guidance. They are not interested in their past lives.
Mhm.
So it depends upon them what they want to know, because it is at the end of the day their space, their questions, and the answers are also from their own soul book. I am just channelizing the answer, I just interpret the answer. So it is completely their space, whatever they want to know. There are many people who just want to know about their past life, and the others who don't want to know about their past lives. They even don't want to know about their past life relationship with their current ones. They are not interested. So I cannot just force them, I can just guide them, and it is their free will whether to ask those questions or not.
Mhm.
Completely the free will of the soul who is taking the session.
Mhm.
That, yeah.
And you said there was questions that are very beneficial to ask in a session. So, what questions would they be?
First and the most important question is, what is the purpose of the this birth? What is the purpose of the soul of this birth?
Mhm.
And then what gifts we have brought from our past lives, what positive things we have brought, along with what negative things we have brought from our past lives, and whether some patterns are being repeated in this life. That is also very important to ask.
Mhm.
So these are the few questions I always suggest them, but at the end of the day, then it is their free. But I suggest to ask these questions. They are very important.
Do you ever see um, like future things, future lives, or anything like that within a session?
No, regarding future, see, future is just the choice which we make in our present life. So future
Mhm.
is as such, it is not written. It is just like a blank page.
Mhm.
And whenever a client asks for the future guidance, just thoughts and phrases they come to me, I cannot see.
Mhm.
Because even if the guidance is given to them and they change their choice, then the future is also changed.
Mhm.
So future is not written. I can see in pictures only about the past lives, what
Mhm.
has already done. That I can see. Yeah. For present and for future, thoughts they come to me, words they come to me, like that I interpret.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. I agree that it's not written, that it's not
Yeah.
like set in stone. Um, yeah, I think that like what you do is very lovely and really interesting. I also think like your spiritual growth from where you were when you first started is just so like amazing and lovely and um, yeah, I think you're doing a really great thing. If people wanted to get in touch with you and have a session, where would they find you?
They can find me on Facebook, or they can even mail me. My email ID is leenadhavankulati@gmail.com. And
Mhm.
very soon I am going to start my own page. Till now, I have been so busy that I did not even get time. From word of mouth, I am getting continuous sessions. But very soon I will have my own page or maybe a website.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should do, because then you can have like reviews on there from all those
Yeah,
people.
in the future, I'm really going to do it.
Hmm.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really great. Is there anything maybe that you would like to leave on, like any wisdom that you've come to learn, or any little inspirational thing for everyone listening?
I have learned that everything will pass. Whatever we are facing, it will just pass. I have seen my past lives, and I always think that if that is gone, then this life will also move smoothly. So there is nothing to worry. We are just spiritual beings who have come on this earth to have various human experiences. So we should take all our feelings and everything as an experience. So then the life will become very easy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's very
this
lovely.
I've learned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me, and it's been really lovely to
Thank you so
listen to you
much.
all. Yeah.
It was so lovely talking to you. Thank you. Well, namaste.